just nearly got there. Missed it by about a millimetre.
That was a line ball. Walker receives for the Blues and goes for territory and made sweet contact with the left. Too far for his man Robinson. And the bounce eluded Joseph. Marriage to Douglas. Adelaide looking for a late goal. Poor pleasure to Douglas. Good choice. Knights can go back and this time have a go from the set shot.
And what's happening now, Paul Pleasure's got a couple of touches, and now Knights, they're the two forwards that Adelaide have been missing at the start of this year. The small forwards who kicks goals. And Knights will have no problem with the distance at all. This will hit halfway up the back grandstand. Just his accuracy. It's a lovely long kick.
Saw Nathan Bock in the crowd. He'll be having a chat to us at half-time. Sidelined, of course, with a hamstring injury out of last week. Knights to really eat into this margin, but only to the tune of 1. It's back to 13 points in the last minute of the quarter. Now, precarious moment for Carlton. They're having some problems with the kick-ins, and it's not too late for Adelaide to kick another goal.
Well, the signal's gone up by Andrew Walker. And he goes short, and Tim, you're all over it because it's chopped off by Patrick Dangerfield. And a chance here for Dangerfield to trim the margin right on the shadow of quarter time.
It's interesting, in the first few points they kicked the Crows, Carlton got that easy. It's like someone flicked a switch and said, hang on, we'll all move 5 metres over to the left, and it's just stopped the rot.
Patrick Dangerfield made a statement this week by really playing here this afternoon after that sickening neck injury he suffered. A night in hospital. And a chance here, well, to make it a 7-point ball game off hands.
It's another kick in though, Kel. 4 seconds left, anything could happen.
I don't bet on footy, but you can get on with me if you want.
Gibbs a good man to have the ball, and he gives it to Murphy. And Carlton are through to quarter time, but they were really getting the wobbles late in that term. They started well. They lead by 12 points.
There's less than a kick in it that day. As we're underway, Warnock flies over the top. Judd, no surprises involved. Cook just dabs it, looking for Edwards, goes and gets it again. Gives it straight back to Judd though. Cruiser, well, really well done at ground level, off to Murphy. Shoots for goal, slams into the post.
Interesting play that Cook had the ball there, was going to give it to a teammate, a handball he missed, but under more pressure than him. I mean, the handball insatiability is fine if you can know it's happening. I don't know why they want to do it all the time.
Adelaide clear the wing with 2 long kicks. Knights to Cook. Now John Cock, and back to Cook. And the Crows building this into something promising, but Burton fell over. And the first gamer, White, took the mark. Gives to Arnfield, who is a dasher. Judd feeding to Gibbs and Murphy. And Arnfield, who kept coming now, Warnock, and this could be trouble for Carlton. Back to Arnfield, Gibbs, getting themselves into bother though. Jamison from the middle, enough nonsense. Long ball for Houlihan with the sit. Should have taken it, still a chance. Ignored Betts, doesn't ignore Yaron, open goal. He's got his 3rd.
Almost an anticlimax. It appeared to be going forward nicely for the Crows. Burton slipped over or was pushed over. From that moment on, Carlton looked in reasonable control, not perfect control, but Yaron got a gift on the goal line, and they're nice ones. When you've got 2 to start with and you get a 3rd like that, you know it's your day.
Houlihan it was, getting it over to Yaron, his 3rd for the afternoon. A Rising Star nomination in round 1. Many believe, Malcolm, that Nick Natanui's already got it wrapped up. Hasn't been nominated yet.
I think he might be after last night.
Warnock, Murphy, Judd.
See, Judd's kicked the Kelly.
Boot to ball, and it was a high one as well. Oh, helping!
See, luck happens.
It landed in his lap. A little bit of Irish luck.
There's a kick out of the centre square. Quickly, and the forwards are 1-on-1. Good heavens, and we've taken a mark. Wow.
Well, it was
Adelaide Football Club, are you listening?
unorthodox by Satanta O'Halpin, but it was effective.
Yes.
I don't think he could barely believe his luck. He says he hasn't seen a kick out of the centre square all afternoon. And when they do kick it, it lands in his lap. So Satanta O'Halpin really filling the void of a controversial exeter for bowler. 9 goals, 5 this season. Funnily enough, the same as the man he replaced. To extend the lead, and that just about splits the middle.
Oh. And you know the thing I liked about that is he actually took his time, went back and had a decent run up and got a bit of momentum with his kicking. He's not the best kick in the comp, but he actually had a nice run in that was quicker than just a waddle. And I've got to stop blokes waddling. Oh, beautiful. Well, Satanta, have a look at this. He's got some momentum up. He's not a waddler. I am going to ban all waddlers. Look at that. Bit of momentum. He's not the best kick, but gee, he did it well.
Interesting thing about the Irish players, Jim Stynes was a bit like that. Not technically great, but found a way. Here's Judd for the Blues, having big victories in midfield at the start of this quarter. Henderson to Houlihan, who could cut the distance, could have a go if he chose, and that might have been the better option. He'll get a second chance. Back to Henderson. They've made a mess of this, but they have an opportunity now at the stoppage.
Jim, get the feeling maybe someone from Carlton's had a word to the Irishman about his goal celebrations. He looked like he won the premiership a few weeks ago when he kicked the opener up in Brisbane.
He's getting used to it, Kel. He's kicked 10 for the year.
Very, very calm indeed. They're not getting carried away with themselves. And Chris Judd, the skipper, in and under. Malcolm is hurting the Crows in the midfield, start of the second.
Yes, and he kicked it forward again. Handball's a wonderful weapon. If the guy's on the move and too many handball flat-footed, and I want to make a labour the point, but quick kick forward is a real good go.
Riley's still running with Judd. Can they clear it out of the defence, the Crows? They need some cool heads. Douglas, there's one. McLeod tucked up in the pocket, forced to handball. Dowdy, oh, and then Douglas is brought down. Yaron, the free goes against him.
It was almost like the Dangerfield tackle last week, Tim, and that's about the same, wasn't it?
Yeah, fortunately for Douglas, there was only one of